back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman, and we are coming to you from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport. And we're going to spend a little time right now with Melanie Duquesnel. She's the president and CEO of the Better Business Bureau of Eastern Michigan and the Upper Peninsula, based in Southfield, Michigan. Melanie, welcome. Do you get to the UP very often?
We try to get there at least once a year.
Yeah, okay. We get up there once or twice, and I'll tell you, some of my favorite cities, I think of Marquette. It's wonderful up there. It really is. Okay, so it's that time of year. Tell us about some tax refund scams that are going.
Oh, must I? Oh, must I?
Sorry.
So so there's a couple of ways you can look at scams. It's the tax preparer that says in person that they can give you a dollar amount of a refund without even doing your taxes. That's a huge red flag because you don't know what you're eligible to get back in money. So they're going to give you this check for, let's say, $600, but really your refund is going to end up at $1,200. And they don't tell you that it came in at $1,200. You're just happy that it's $600, right? So that's a huge red flag. So stay away from that one.
All right. So they have you sign it over, and then all of a sudden, boom, they've got the difference, right?
Right. Because it's a back of the napkin calculation to figure out what your ballpark refund is going to be. So the tax preparer can do it while you're sitting on the other side of his computer or her computer. They figure it out. They give you a lowball offer. You take it because you might need the money.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. All right. So what should consumers and businesses know about tax preparer scams for this year?
The other thing that you need to make sure of is that the tax preparer actually gives you their PTIN number, professional tax ID number, because that indicates that they are registered with the IRS. Now, you could actually ask for that up front and go to the IRS website and try to verify that they're an approved provider. So if you can do that, you can verify the IRS knows this preparer and accepts their work. So look at that as well.
That's validate, basically. So exactly. Good stuff there.
What did Reagan say? Trust but verify?
Yeah, there you go. Good. That's good wisdom right there. So let's talk just about some of the top scams that are going on besides that.
Sure. We're back to the phone call system where the caller asks, "Can you hear me?" So we thought that went away 5 years ago, but it is back. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to say the simple word, yes.
Yes.
Because what they're going to try to do is sell you or get you to agree on a recording to cable services, to internet services, to buying something online. So by having your voice say yes, they can now go and say, "But you said okay." And it's like, no, not necessarily.
And here's a recording of you doing it, right?
Yeah, exactly. So the other one that actually got my stepmom is an AI-generated grandparent scam. The caller sounded exactly like her grandson. And the caller said that he had been in a horrible accident, had injured a woman, and that he was in jail. Here's where it gets really scary to me, though. The bail bondsman came to their house to secure $15,000. Now, this is unbeknownst to my dad, bless his heart. Yeah. And then a couple of hours later, the bail bondsman calls back and says, "Oh, by the way, there was also a child harmed. We need another $10,000. So the community they live in actually has the perpetrator on camera, but they don't have the license plate number. So more than likely, they'll never see the money again. But because it sounded just like her grandson, she paid the money.
Yeah, that's scary stuff.
And my advice is, if in fact your loved one is in jail, they're probably okay, they're probably safe. Give yourself a second to really think about it. Call another family member that knows of the grandchild or the child and verify that they are in fact away from the house and potentially had been in an accident. So before you pay a fine.
Not a bad idea to ask him where he's in jail too, he or she.
Flip side, my dad a couple of years ago got the call from quote unquote my grandson or my son Michael, and he says, "Dad, Grandpa, I'm in a jail in Italy." And he goes, "Great, give me the phone," and starts ripping off in Italian because my dad's first generation Italian, and immediately the scammer hung up.
Of course. Good. Waste their time if nothing else. Hey, we've got about 45 seconds left.
Sure.
Tell me about the Better Business Bureau's 23 Scam Tracker Risk Report.
The risk report is really looking at what we've received historically over the last year. We're looking at what are the top scams, what are we losing in money, and more importantly, our scam tracker also allows you to look at a heat map, and you can see where these scams are actually happening. You can plug in a zip code and quickly figure out what's happening in your neighborhood. So check it out. You want to make sure that you're safe and staying away from scams.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Well, always words of wisdom, and thanks for your help. Melanie Duquesnel, President and CEO of the Better Business Bureau of Eastern Michigan and the Upper Peninsula. Thanks for being with us, Mel. We appreciate it. You are watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network.